Coastal Cowgirl, it's theme launch time.
Hi everyone, this is Kim with Cowgirl Biz, and we are back today with Lindsay of Macarons and Mimosas. It is the end of June, and we have a brand new theme that she has created that is got all the salty cowgirl coastal vibes of summertime, and for all of us that love the coast, and you guys already know I do. So welcome, Lindsay. Take us through this beautiful new theme that you've created for Shopify users, all the Western brands and boutiques. And remember, you don't have to be a Coastal Cowgirl brand to use this. You'll see all the features she's going to showcase and share with us can be changed, but it's a lot of fun to work with the foundation of what this theme can do.
Yes. So this is actually one of my favorite new themes because I put a lot into it. So with this theme, you have, I'm going to refresh the page. So with this theme, you have the option or ability to have a pop-up email subscribe. So you can change the photo over here, you can change the text and whatnot, but this kind of allows you to grow your email list right from the start. So it'll help you boost like your sales and just kind of, grab those potential future customers. So you have that feature. And then you also have this announcement bar, which is great to announce different promotions and sales, or if you really want something to kind of stand out. You can rotate it. They do click through. You can also put, promotional codes and whatnot there. And then you have your mega menu. So the theme has a mega menu, and it also allows you to insert customizable images into this menu as well. So you can put any photos in here if you want to create a special promotion, or if you have a new launch or a sale of some sorts. And then it also allows you to have all of these different collections that they can sort by, as well as your standard regular drop-down menu. And then we also have fun little sections, such as the text with image section that kind of gives it more of like an editorial look versus just the standard e-commerce boring site. So we have that. And then one other great feature are the add to cart buttons. So this is a really good way to also add conversion because they don't necessarily have to click through the product page to read more about the product. If they already know about the product or they really like that particular product and they want to just add it to their cart, they can automatically add it to the cart from there.
Beautiful. That is such a great feature.
It really is. And then the cart was actually created to sell for you. So it's slide out carts are actually known to convert more than just regular cart pages. So I did create this theme so that it had a slide out cart, and you also have the option to have, you can offer either free shipping on a certain amount, or you can offer a free gift with a certain amount. So for instance, you'll see how it says you are $50 away from a free shipping. So you can also change this. If, for instance, you're giving away a free gift with every $100 purchase, you can say from a free gift, and then this cart icon then turns into like a little gift box icon. You can also completely remove it. You don't have to. If you don't want to give away free shipping or a free gift, this does not have to be up here. And then you have the cart upsells, which is an amazing add-on feature that no apps are required. It is completely built in. So these features that I am talking about are completely built in with the theme. I did not want to create a theme that you have to install all of these different apps to get these features, because the more apps that you install, it can get very pricey. even if you're like, oh, it's only $5, oh, it's only $10. Well, if you have 5 $10 apps installed on your theme, that's an extra $50 a month.
Yep.
So this feature right here allows you to upsell products and gives your clients or customers last minute, ooh, I want to add this to the cart. And then it automatically allows them to add these things to the cart, which again is a great way to boost the value of the sale and convert this person to purchase more products.
Beautiful.
And then with that said, in the actual product page, let me see, that one does not have one. I'm wondering, so right here. And so the reason why the other one didn't have pairs well with, it's probably already in the cart.
Okay.
So right here within the theme, it also has this feature that has the upsell directly next to the product. So this is really great if you want to showcase your best sellers, or this pairs well with this item, or for instance, let's say you're selling candles and you want to upsell matches and candle snuffers or wick trimmers or whatnot. This is a great area to kind of post those items with this product. And you can actually choose the items that you want to upsell for this area of the product page.
Excellent.
So, and then you also have some animation within the site. Sorry, that's on demo. So it will keep popping up as soon as you go to the homepage. Once you create the site and push it live, you can actually set it up so that the pop-up occurs every 30 days, or it only occurs one time for that person's, IP address or whatnot. So then another really amazing feature are our countdown timers. So if you're launching a product or, doing a restock or a sale or an event or anything like that, this is another feature that is completely built into the theme. And it just kind of gives the sense of urgency. So it's a really good way to convert sales and buyers to, come back and see what's on sale or what products are in the restock or what event you have going on. And then throughout the site, there are also areas with this animation. So again, it kind of gives a little bit of movement without your site being completely static.
Beautiful.
And then one of the fun areas is the shop the look or shop the image. So essentially you can put an image here that allows, and then you can put products that are within that particular image. So if you're selling Western wear, such as like an outfit that has a hat and boots, maybe a belt or something like that, you can put those products over to the side and have the actual full outfit in that photo so that they can see how that how the products are styled, and then they can purchase those products that are in that photo. And then you can also add a button here, or you don't have to have the button. So for instance, if it is a full collection and there are multiple items that you want to show or bring them to, you can create the link to that collection. And then instead of just having like the static products, then you can have this, it automatically scrolls, and it's because I'm hovering over it, so it's not automatically scrolling. But so you have that. And then again, it's just kind of like little animation throughout the site. And then one of the really awesome features that I love about this is the events calendar. And you don't see too many Shopify sites that have this built in. It's usually an add-on or an app that you install. What I did want to do is create an events calendar, because I know a lot of businesses now do events, whether or not they're online, in person, and whatnot. So this does not necessarily have to be just for in-person events. And what you can do is you can create an actual event page. So I'm going to click over to the event page. And in the event page, you can have a list of all of your events. So you can have buy your ticket, and it can actually link to a product page. So if you are selling a ticket to an event, you can link it directly to a page that has that product for them to purchase the ticket for that particular event. Or for instance, if you want to do like a live Zoom event, you can just create the link for them to get more information for that live Zoom event. You can give them the actual address to the event and then have more details and whatnot. And then you can link it to an internal page, or you can actually link it to an external page of the site. It does not have to necessarily go to a page within your website. And then we have the blog page. So what I did with this is I actually created filters within the blog. So a lot of sites don't have the filtering option. And if you do tend to have quite a lot of blog posts, it is a great feature to stream out just those posts that are within that particular collection. Okay. So that is something that I really wanted to add. So this is actually in all of my pro themes, the blog filtering. And then you have the section up here for a featured blog post. So you can keep it, you can remove it, or you can do a featured post. So for instance, in this example, we are featuring the upcoming event. So you can swap it out whenever you want to and feature any other post if you want to feature a brand new post, an event, or anything like that.
Beautiful.
So, and then for this theme, I do have a size chart embedded within this theme. So this is not anything that you have to code. It is actually a custom created section for the size charts, and you can have multiple size charts in here. And this is kind of just a sample of, a long sleeve sweater, like an actual t-shirt, but you can do it for dresses, pants. So you could do like the inseam, the waist, anything like that. So this is already pre-built into the theme as well.
Wow. That's very, very helpful.
Yes. And it's something that when I was looking to create this theme, it was something that I noticed that a lot of themes don't have a size chart. You either create a table in HTML and then you upload the table, or you create a graphic or a photo inside of Canva, save the photo, and then you can upload the photo. Where I really wanted it to be built in, and it's also fully customizable. So all of these colors right here are completely changeable. So this light blue, you can change it to black, gray. The darker blue, you can change it to any color. And like I said, it is no coding. It's all on the back end, and you just choose your colors. You put all of your measurements in here, and it's very, very user friendly, because that was one of the other things. When creating this theme, I wanted to make sure that every single element was user-friendly and that you do not have to hire a web designer or developer to edit and use your own site. Now, if you want to hire one, that's a completely different option. I am happy to help, set up your theme, because I do offer theme installs. But as far as being able to update and make edits yourself, that is definitely something that I really wanted to make sure that you could do.
Yes, and we've already had a couple of our customers that have purchased this, that are familiar with the basics of Shopify, and they've installed it and upgraded their site in already. Like within 24 hours, they've been able to take one of Lindsay's themes and turn their site into a completely different look and feel, all on their own. So she's designed these to be very user-friendly, beginner-friendly, and really help your sites go to the next level.
Yes. And then you have all of these customized pages that are already for you, so that all you have to do is go in here and change out the photos, the information. There's places for videos, so you can actually upload small videos. There is, a scrolling image gallery where you can link it to your Instagram feed or social media. And then the other feature, which keeps popping up here in the corner, is a live sale notification. So essentially what you can do is give that sense of urgency to your customers as well. Like, ooh, this just got sold. What is this product? And then they can click on that item. They can look at the product and say, ooh, I'm really interested in this. Let me add this item to the cart and let me purchase that.
I was wondering what that was flashing up there. That's really quite unique. I've seen them on other sites, but I didn't know what that was.
So that is built into this particular theme.
Okay. All right. And I love how they can click right on it and go straight to the product. Yep. So it's all interlinked. I love that. That's fantastic.
Yep. So, and then you have, so that was the events page that had the list of events on the calendar. You have your FAQs page, which again is fully laid out and ready to go. And then you have a gallery page. So the gallery page is kind of like a Pinterest style gallery. So if you wanted to have a lookbook or anything like that, you can actually put your photos in here, and then you can have that gallery page. And then if you decide that there are pages that you don't want or need, you don't necessarily have to use those particular pages. So if you don't necessarily need this gallery page right now, or if you don't think you'll ever use it, it doesn't have to be added to your site.
Okay.
But it will always be there in the theme in case later on down the road you do need it.
Okay, excellent. All right. Any other features on this theme?
I'm trying to think. So you have your customizable product. So this is actually a really good feature. I almost forgot about it. So on here, and you can do this for any product. So you have a low stock notification, and you can actually set this on the back end. So if an item goes below 5, then it posts this low stock notification to kind of let your customers know, oh my gosh, there's only 5 left. I should probably add this to my cart if I really want it. So then with the personalized products, you can have it so that they can add a personalization. So there's a box right here where they can add their message or personalized information. So let's say you're selling a pillow that is custom designed and it has their name on it. Then they can add or a saying or a quote. So instead of it saying howdy, it can say like hello beautiful or something. They can add their personalization into this box. So let's just say hello. If you have any radio button options, so for instance, like this could be like, do you want this style font, or this style font? And then if you want to ask a question, there's also a checkbox. So you can have the option to put a checkbox in here as well. Now, you don't need to have all of these options. These are just showing you what is already included within the theme.
Okay.
So that you can add to this, like add to a personalized product.
Yeah.
And then
personalization is so huge, especially as we approach the fall and the holidays, and all of you brands out there that want to have personalization ready to go for the fall. This is a huge feature.
Yes. And it's not an app. You're not installing, you're not paying for anything extra. And then once you add it to the cart, you'll notice that it does bring in all of the options that they checked. So it shows them, so in case they're like, oops, that's incorrect, they can remove it from the cart.
Okay.
And then once they add an item to the cart, one really cool thing about this theme is it actually shows them that they already have this item in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
So it does show that. So I believe that
Talk about, you just scrolled down there right below this. It looked like there were some reviews. Let's talk about that section.
Okay, so inside of, let's click on this one. So, so with this particular theme, and I went to this page because the personalized page is a little bit different than this page. So this is like the standard page for all of the products. So you can actually add a small description of your product in this area right here. Okay. So let me delete some of these things from the cart. All right. So see how it added them back? I just wanted to show you how that worked.
Yeah, it pairs well with. Nice.
Yes. So once the item is added to the cart, it's not going to recommend that item there since it's already in the cart.
Okay.
Okay. So with this particular theme, the way that this layout is, and you can go back to a standard Shopify theme where it has the title, it has the add to cart buttons, and then the product description is all right here to the right. Or you can set it up, and this is already set up to do this, so that you have a small, short description of the product where they can quickly view a little details. And then as they scroll down, there is the full description of the product here, along with any other type of drop downs or information that you want to add. So the reason why I wanted to create a theme that does this is because some people have a very long description for their products. And when you put that description over here on the right-hand side, it can tend to get very, very long and not look very clean. So I love being able to have that short description and then the long product description underneath of the actual item. And then under here, so this is a section that allows you to put customer reviews, which is what you were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. So that this way, people are aware that other people have used it. They can, see what they think about the product. I mean, reviews are a really good selling point when it comes to people purchasing.
Yes.
And then there is a section right here where you can add, any text. You can have this link to more FAQs, like if you feel like people are asking too many questions about your product, or let's say you sell art or like handmade product or handmade items, and there are a lot of questions, you can change this so that instead of it going to your about page, it goes to your FAQs. Or if they're inquiring about certain products, you can have this also link over to your contact page.
Okay.
Or you can completely remove it because these themes are very, very customizable. So if you don't need a section, all you have to do is remove it, and you can always add it back at any time. Just because you remove a section does not mean that it is completely deleted.
Right. It's there in the background. You can always bring it back if you need to. I love that.
Correct. And then you also have another section for add-ons or recommended products and that and whatnot.
All right, everyone. This is Coastal Cowgirl Shopify theme by Macarons and Mimosas, and we will be sure to put the link for where you can find it in the description so it's easy to access. There's a price for the theme, and then if you do want help installing it, you'll see an option to add that as well. But as we mentioned earlier, we've already had customers that have purchased and installed it all themselves, and they're off and running within 24 hours. It's fantastic. All right, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll be back soon. Take care.
Coastal Cowgirl, ride that digital